All right, everybody, listen up. We're going to talk about something we do all the time, ripping out drywall. And because it's so routine, that's exactly when things can go wrong. So let's just take a minute and get on the same page about doing this the right way, the safe way.
This right here, this is what it's all about. Our number one job is a safe job. Before a single tool is lifted, before one piece of drywall comes down, the most important thing is that every single person on this site goes home in one piece. It's not just some slogan on a poster, guys. It's a promise we make to each other.
So you got to ask yourself, what's the real risk here? I mean, we've all done it 1,000 times, right? You get into a rhythm, you're just going. And honestly, that's when it gets sketchy. So what are we not seeing? What's hiding in plain sight on a job that feels this simple?
All right, let's break it down. When we're talking drywall removal, we're talking about a whole lot more than just making a mess. There are some serious hidden hazards we have to be aware of.
Okay, so what are these hidden hazards? Well, there are three big ones. First up, you've got silica dust. This stuff is nasty. It's so fine you might not even see it, but it gets into your lungs and it stays there. Forever. We're talking permanent damage. Then, there's the wear and tear on your body, musculoskeletal injuries. Lifting wrong, twisting, just doing the same motion over and over, it adds up and can take you out of the game. And finally, you never know what's lurking in older walls, things like asbestos. Any one of these can mess you up for life, and that's exactly why we have these rules.
So how do we handle all this? Well, it's not on one person. Safety out here is a team effort. Everybody has a part to play. Let's talk about what your specific job is.
Think of it like this. Supervisors, you're the coaches. Your job is to make sure everyone's competent, knows the hazards, and has the right tools for the play. Workers, you're on the field. You've got to be trained, you got to scout for hazards before you start, and you have to inspect your gear. And the most important thing, if you see something, say something. Report any concerns right away. We're all on the same team, looking out for each other. End of story.
Okay, let's talk about your gear. And I want to be crystal clear on this. Having the right equipment is completely non-negotiable. It's the bare minimum for doing this job safely.
So, what's in the required kit? First, your tool, a pry bar, also called a shiplap bar. It gives you leverage. Next, something to move the debris. A cart, a wheelbarrow, maybe a skid steer. Work smart, not hard. Then you've got your personal protective equipment, your basic PPE, plus gloves and protective clothing. And of course, a first aid kit needs to be handy. Everything on this list is there for a reason.
But listen, out of all that stuff we just mentioned, there is one piece of PPE that is hands down the most critical. The one thing that stands between you and some really serious long-term health issues.
I'm talking about your respirator. And let's get something straight. This is not one of those flimsy paper dust masks. This is an approved particulate respirator, designed specifically to stop silica dust from wrecking your lungs. Using one is absolutely mandatory. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So, you've got your gear, you know your role. Now it's time for the playbook. These are the 5 steps you have to follow to keep the work area safe, and you do them every single time. No shortcuts.
It's simple. Step 1, isolate. Put up barriers, contain your work area. Step 2, protect. Get that respirator on and make sure it's on right. Step 3, equip. Use the pry bar. It's the right tool for the job. Step 4, transport. Use a cart, a wheelbarrow, whatever you've got to move that material mechanically. Save your back. And step 5, manage. Set up a proper loading zone with warning tape and have spotters. You do these 5 things, you own the site, and you keep it safe.
Okay, we've covered the do's. Now let's talk about the don'ts. Or, more importantly, when you must stop work. And these are not suggestions, these are hard and fast rules.
If any of the things we're about to talk about happen, you stop work. Immediately. No questions asked.
These are the red flags. You hit a second layer of drywall? Stop. You see an insulated pipe you weren't expecting? Stop. You even suspect there might be asbestos? You stop. You realize you don't have the correct tool in your hand? Stop trying to make it work. Just stop. There's a cart right there, but you're trying to haul debris by hand? Stop. Listen, these are not judgment calls. You hit any of these, the job stops and you get your supervisor. Period.
And one more thing, guys. This should be common sense, but it has to be said. No eating, no drinking, no tobacco use of any kind in the dust zones. Think about it. That crystalline silica dust settles on everything. You don't want to be ingesting that stuff. That's what break areas are for. Keep your work zone for work only. Look, when it's all said and done, what's the goal here? It's simple, right? We finish the job and we go home safe.
every single day. All these rules, all this gear, it's all about making sure that happens.
So, I want you to think about this as you head out to the site today. Ask yourself, what will you do today to keep your site safe? What choice are you going to make to protect yourself and the person working next to you? All right, let's get to it. And be safe out there.